Hello everyone, this is Professor Raghavendra Adhyapak, KLS, Gokte College of Commerce, Belagavi. So in today's class, we are going to start with next concept called income elasticity of demand. Okay, so the income elasticity of demand is defined as a proportional change in the quantity demand due to the proportional change in consumers' income. Okay, so in simple words, it means the responsiveness of quantity demanded due to a change in a income. Okay, so in simple word, what is income elasticity of demand means? Change in the quantity demanded due to change in the income level of the consumers. Okay, so the demand for a product increases with the increase in the consumers income and decreases with the decrease in the consumers income, that is vice versa, while keeping other factors of demand at a constant. Okay, so the overall the income elasticity of demand means the consumer will purchase a more and more or demand more quantity at when his income is more and less quantity at when his income is less. Okay, so this is the concept of income elasticity of demand. Next is cross elasticity of demand. It indicates the extent to which proportionate change in the price of one commodity, cause or leads to proportionate change in quantity demanded of another commodity. Okay. For example, what it says, it indicates to extent to which proportionate change in the price of commodity. Okay. It means change in the price of one commodity leads to change in the quantity demanded of another commodity. So example for this is tea and coffee. For example, the price of tea is now 5 rupees and a coffee is 20 rupees. Okay, so if suddenly the price of tea from 5 to increase to 25, then the customers will prefer for the coffee. Okay, so this scenario explains about due to increase in the price of the tea, the quantity demanded means consumption of the coffee is increased. Correct? So what it means, due to the change in the price of one commodity, that is change in the price of tea leads to increase or decrease or a change in a quantity demanded of another. Means now in this scenario, due to the increase in the price of tea, the consumption of the coffee is increased. Correct? So change in the price of one commodity leads to change in the quantity demanded of another commodity. So what is the formula to calculate the cross elasticity of demand is percentage change in the quantity demanded for a commodity A divided by percentage change in the price of commodity B. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate the cross elasticity of demand. Next is advertising or promotional elasticity of demand. What it means, it refers to a degree of responsiveness of quantity demand to a change in advertisement. Okay, so it means in simple words, change in the quantity demanded due to the advertisement, then it is known as advertising or promotional elasticity of demand. Okay, for example, if giving a continuous advertisement or ads in the TV, paper and all, due to that the sales may increase, or due to the lack of advertisement people will not get to know about the product, due to that sales will decrease. Like that the quantity demanded will be changed due to the advertisement or promotion. So that concept is called as advertising or promotional elasticity of demand. Okay, so how to calculate this advertising or promotional elasticity of demand is ed in bracket a, that is advertisement, is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded or sales divided by percentage change in the advertisement expenditure. Okay, next is determinants of elasticity of demand. Okay, so what are the different aspects which are going to determine on the elasticity of demand? One is nature of commodity. So in the nature of commodity, which type of commodity it is whether it is a necessary commodity or whether it is luxurious commodity, that is also matters. Next is availability of substitutes. If we consuming a particular product and if the prices of this increase, so to as a substitute for this, if any other product is available, that will also matter. If the availabilities of the substitute is available, then we can go for those substitutes or switch from one product to another product. If there is no any availability of substitutes, then we used to stick to that product. Especially this will happen in the case of medicines and all. Next is durability of the goods. Whether the goods are perishable or durable, that is also affects on the elasticity of demand. Because if the goods are perishable, we have to immediately consume those goods. If they are durable, we can store for the further days. Okay. Next is proportion of the income spent. The what part of the income we are spending on that particular product, that is also determined on the elasticity of demand. Next is habit. Okay, in certain case, if a particular person is habit to particular things, then even though those prices of those particular products are increased, even though he will continue consuming those products due to his habit. Okay, so even the habit will also determine on the elasticity of demand. Next is time. Okay, even the time is also one of the most factor which determines on the elasticity of demand. Next is demand forecasting. Okay, so what is the meaning of demand forecasting? Is demand forecasting refers to the expectation about the future course of market demand for the product is called as demand forecasting. Okay, in simple words, demand forecasting means prediction or estimation of the future level of demand under a given condition. Okay, under the given condition. Okay, so what it means, we are going to calculate or predict what are the or estimate what are the future level of demand on the basis of present scenario or present condition. For example, now the sales for a particular product is 100. Okay, that is 100 quantities are demanded in the certain condition. Okay, so by analyzing the different environmental factors and our determinants and all, we can predict that in the future there will be a demand for this product up to quantity of 150 or 180 like that, or maybe there is degrees also, maybe 120 like that. Okay, so on the basis of present scenario, whatever the future prediction we do regarding the demand is known as demand forecasting. Okay, next is level of demand forecasting. So in this level we mainly study the three levels of demand forecasting. One is micro level forecasting, second one is industry level forecasting, third one is macro level forecasting. Okay, so in the first one, micro level forecasting. What is micro level demand forecasting? It refers to the demand forecasting of an individual business firm for estimating demand for its product. Okay, so micro level means a small level of a particular product. For example, about a particular product, there is one product called X. Okay, so if X products quantity demanded at present scenario is 100, then what may be the future level of demand for that? So whatever the prediction we do on that particular product, that is known as micro level forecasting. So micro level forecasting mainly focus on individual products forecasting. Okay, so individual products demand in the future. Next is industry level forecasting. It refers to the demand estimation for a product of a industry as whole. Okay, so if the prediction or forecasting is taken place about a particular industry, for example automobile industry, so in this automobile industry all will come, all cars, Honda, Hyundai, Audi, everything, the entire automobile industry will comes under that, correct? So if you do such industrial prediction, then it is known as industry level forecasting. Next is macro level forecasting. What is macro level forecasting is, it refers to the aggregate demand for the industrial output by the nation as whole. Okay, so if we consider the entire nations, then it is macro level forecasting. Okay, so these are the levels of demand forecasting. So next is methods of demand forecasting. So to do this demand forecasting, what are the different methods we use are mainly two. That is, one is survey method, second one is statistical method. So under the survey method, first one is survey of buyer's intention. So in this case, we collect the buyer's intention and we do the survey on the buyer's interest, and then we forecast the demand. Next is survey of experts' opinion. There may be a certain experts who know well about the market. So with the help of those people, we forecast the demand. Okay, experts. Next is controlled experiment method. Controlled experiment method is we create a artificial situation like a market where under a certain controllable things and we predict a future forecasting. Next is statistical method. One is trend projection method. Next is regression analysis, and third one is barometric method. So under these types of or methods of demand forecasting, the trend projection is very important, and from that trend projection method, the questions of 15 marks practical question will be asked. So in the next class, we are going to start with trend projection method, and we will solve the different problems under those types. Okay.